Friends and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another live session of our channel where we look forward to connect together and listen to your queries. And most importantly, at least we get to see what our audience are thinking all about us. And we are really, really happy to connect with you at least once a week through this live session. And we get to know a lot of things in terms of what exactly people are expecting today and how we can give them the best content possible at any point of time. So, put together, of course, we look forward to listen to you, look forward to uh, answer your queries whatsoever you may have, and we try making sure that you have a wonderful experience being a part of this channel, and we try to accommodate you as much as possible with your queries and their respective responses. So welcome again, and once again welcome aboard to the live session, and we shall look forward to listen to your queries, concerns, recommendations, suggestions, whatsoever you may have about this channel. All we need is to talk to you and listen to you and then assist you as much as possible. So, a quick update before we move on. Of course, we started working on the Agile methodology, and that is like Agile certification. And that's where we built some of the sample papers, which went on a pause for last 2 weeks almost due to my travels. And I think I was hectically packed with my work, so could not continue. But coming Monday, you will have tutorials back on this series, and we shall be looking forward to complete this by another 2 weeks of time. And once we are done with that, and we shall look forward to build up the next playlist, and we will look forward to have your recommendations on that. And yeah, pretty much we shall see what next is going to come up. We will look forward to have your responses and suggestions on the same. The very first incoming is Fatima. Hey, Fatima. Hello, thank you for being an amazing instructor. I cleared CDFL 4.0 yesterday. Thank you so much for letting us know, and congratulations once again, because I do remember you mentioned in your post on LinkedIn. And I'm really, really happy and thankful that when people basically tag or mention me or my channel, it basically helps them spread the word. And I'm really, really thankful to those people, including Fatima, that she generally spread the word to rest of the audience, because many people don't even know that the channel exists. But I only I don't even ask anyone to do that, because if you feel internally happy with the content, then you will yourself do it. You don't really need me to tell you, because if I'm telling you to do, it's not a good content, right? And when people do it themselves, then that shows me the true affection toward the content and true feedback that yes, the content was helpful. So thank you, Fatima, once again, and many, many congratulations on the success. It's really, really, good achievement, I must say, because clearing your first level of certification gives you a lot of inspiration to keep up your good work, and at the same time, it inspires you to continue taking certifications under ISTQB to build more strong portfolio. So we wish you all the very best in all your future endeavors, and look forward to us if you think you have anything to talk about, or we will always be here every Saturday to assist you. So let me know if there's anything else when you need them. Okay. So congratulations once again, and wish you all the very best. Okay. So yeah, I think we shall be looking forward to people joining us pretty short and soon. Then we will look forward to see what best we have to answer today. I think other than the the playlist, I don't think I have anything specific to talk about, because one hot topic is, of course, the ISTQB 4.0 syllabus, because everyone is pretty much looking forward to see if we can have the new syllabus prepared. And there's not much difference, as we can understand. But still, the playlist is always a playlist which is curated as per the new syllabus. So we shall look forward to build the playlist pretty soon. But I'm just again making sure that people have some good understanding. So I think I would prefer taking up that as a next, but I'll look forward to your audience poll so that we can decide together that what exactly is the next set of playlists what we must have. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm looking forward to have your queries and concerns and any kind of feedbacks you might have for this channel. We shall look forward to do. Please look forward to suggest if you think we can do any kind of you know exercises, any kind of activities. We just want to do the best for the people. So please suggest me what do you think doing it would help the people in turn, like probably increasing the live frequencies, adding more content related to something. I just want to do it for the people, so I want to ask the people that what they are looking forward to next on this channel, because we keep creating ISTQB tutorials and literally it's doing awesome. People are loving it, but we want to see if you can tell us more about it, and we can do that for you, right? So feel free to add anything through this live session. We also look forward to listen to your feedback, suggestions, recommendations in order to prepare better content on this channel. So just feel free to add any kind of feedback, any kind of suggestion which makes this channel more better in terms of preparing a digital library of the QA asset, right? So that's where we are very open to your suggestions, very open to your uh, kind support, which would make this channel more better over a period of time. So again, requesting everyone, if you think this channel is doing really best and you like the content, do not forget to subscribe and assist us with that. Okay, there's another one coming in from Tamil Nanba. Of course, that's not looking like your name, but if it is your name, that's good to know. If I going to take foundation exam in December month, can I go with 4.0 syllabus? I think in ITB, Indian Testing Board, 4.0 is not yet rolled out. So you will be taking up 3.1 itself. But if you're in any other country, because of course we don't know which country you are in, you may have to check with your country if they have the option of 4.0 already rolled out. Okay. If it is rolled out, good, of course you can take. But in India, you can only take up on 3.1 in December. Okay. Yes, go ahead. If you got anything else, feel free to ask team. We will be here for an hour's time. And the only reason we have this live session is listen to your concern, listens to your query, and assist you as much as possible so that you have the best experience being a part of this channel. We just don't want you to kind of like only learn but never listen or interact with the instructor. We just want you to give that opportunity where you can connect and talk to the instructor as well and get all those missing dots connected, all the doubts and questions clarified. And the most important thing is that, which is post training assistance, right? So this live session acts like a post training assistance. That means you take the training and at the same time you also get your doubts clarified without any cost. So we are just trying to make this a wonderful experience for every individual who comes to our channel, and we look forward to do the best for you. Do not forget to drop a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe the channel, because we need your support and love to show the YouTube, because YouTube certainly works on these kind of algorithms that when you have good number of likes and good number of subscribers, they spread the word to the wider audience and they look forward to grow the channel to the next level. So thank you so much for being a part of this and sharing your love and support. Okay, go ahead. So yeah, I don't think I have anything else to talk about. Yeah, I think I should work on technical talks and shorts videos. I know many people asked me, many people recommended me that why don't you create short videos and all. I think it's just that like when I'm a long content creator, short videos does not sound enough to give you the best content. People sometimes generally expect that, hey, this guy explains it little well, right? When you explain well, people if know you for that. Then short videos sometimes may sound like, hey, isn't it like he did not tell everything about it? So we just don't want to create that confusion. And I was just under that, from so it's just like that. So I just want to make sure that we want to prepare a good thing, so people have a really kind of all that what you really want to have. So shorts, if things are doing good, we will look to see forward to create. I will look forward to create. Many people are telling me that offline that please create some shorts which would be easy and crisp to follow testing and learn about it. I think let's do that. Okay, Fatima says, I'm from Karachi, Pakistan, but took the exam from ISTQB, which is German board for 4.0, which will cost around 75 euro for India. Yes, Fatima, I'm pretty much sure and I'm aware of it that you are from Pakistan and you have taken this exam from ISTQB because I saw your certificate on the LinkedIn. And thank you for sharing this information. So, Tamil Nanba, if you really want to take it from any other board, not from India, and you want to take it on 4.0, you can pretty much do it from ISTQB. and you can certainly take it up with the latest syllabus. Okay, so that's always open, but it's just that like when you are taking examinations, from the body, that would certainly help you. Okay. Thanks for your answer. I can go with your old videos for preparation, right? I'm from India, need to go with the old syllabus. Uh, Again, you got the response additionally here, Namba, that you have options to take from other places also, like you can take from other country. But I would suggest that 3.1 is, it's not like it is completely outdated, but you have two choices right now. So you can take a call on that. Okay. All right. So yes, team, go ahead. If you got any questions, I would be more than happy to assist you. And feel free to drop your queries here so that we can look forward to uh, respond to you as much as possible and give you the best assistance possible through this channel. And want to make sure that people, when they come to our channel, they don't have anything to lose around and they have a wonderful experience getting through what exactly they need. So go ahead, drop your queries. Do not hesitate. Every single question is important to us, and all we look forward to is give you the best experience being a part of this family or this channel put together. Okay, and just for a quick introduction, again, many people don't even know that I do talk about other things. So I have two more channels where I talk about many other tools and concepts, and that's testing in nutshell. And there's another channel which talks about all the definitions, and you can look forward to that as well, which is technical vocabulary. And if you really want to know what exactly I do in my personal life, then optionally, I do have another channel called as Rise or DC. Let me just quickly kind of like drop that link for you, and it'll be easy for you to quickly jump on there. Don't forget to subscribe if you really want to support me, and I would be really happy to have you in all my channels for sure. So please look forward to you know uh, share the content with people because I do a lot of tutorials on tools as well, and of course I just want to give the best experience to everyone, and in that context we just built different channels to make sure that the audience do not get distracted. Okay, so yeah, I think coming Monday we will be continuing with our playlist on ISTQB Agile Tester, which is the sample paper discussions, and we will look forward to complete that in a week or two, and then we shall look forward to see what next we can get started with 4.0. Yes, yes, yes. Go ahead, team. We're just getting started with our live session. Welcome aboard for those who are new, and please feel free to drop your queries. This live session is only to answer your queries and concern, and we would be really happy to assist you beyond the videos what we have for you, and that brings up a lot of understanding and support. What only the channel providing you today is TM Square. Mhm. So today is like again, I don't see I have any questions. So sometimes when I'm just not talking, it feels like uh, I don't have anything to do. So yeah, I think I'm just waiting for people. If you have questions, do not hesitate. All I would do is, of course, respond back to your queries and concerns whatsoever you may have. So yeah, my job here is to be just available for you, like opening the shop. If people wants to buy something, you can of course come and buy. But even if you don't buy, at least you know that the shop is open for an hour's time, and you can always connect and buy things, right? So I open the shutter for 1 hour, and people can look forward to join in and ask questions whatsoever they may have. So go ahead, if you got anything, I'm more than happy to assist you. Hey team, if you got any question, we are here for you. You can just drop me anything what you have in your mind, and I'm more than happy to assist you. Please feel free to drop your queries. I would look forward to respond to them and assist you as much as possible. Feel free to ask me anything what you may have regarding testing. It can be about certifications, can be about tools, about your career so far, and the journey future in the future ahead. We shall look forward to give you all sort of inputs. Again, what is best known to me, and that's the most important part of our journey. Like what exactly we look forward to do that. So feel free and drop your queries whatsoever you may have, and we are here to assist you as much as possible so that you have the best experience being a part of this channel. Okay, just come the new one. Says, hi TM, I'm super happy to meet you. I went through your tutorials and took the ISTQB exam and passed on first try. I really appreciate it. I'm working with mostly API. Oh, that's great to know. Thank you so much for joining in and at least sharing your feedback. It's really interesting and amazing to here's some good feedback and congratulations on the success. Indeed, it gives us a great inspiration that people are happy when they kind of like work with our tutorials and achieve some great success. We want to feel really, really happy about the same. So thank you so much for joining in and sharing your experience with our channel and content. And we look forward to wish you all the very best in all your future endeavors. Do spread the word if you think you have team members and they're looking forward to learn about these certifications. Of course, I know you would look forward to recommend them, but we just want to make sure that we did our side. We just like shared with you that just do the spread the word because there are many people who don't even know about this channel. So good to know about that. Thank you. Okay, Rahul says, hi Neeraj, how are you? I'm doing fantastic, Rahul. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope you're doing good as well. Feel free. Guys, let me know if you have any questions. This session is only for you. I don't have any status update. I don't have anything to flog here. All I have is my audience, and I look forward to respond to their queries as much as possible. So if you got any concerns, any doubts, any clarification, do not hesitate. This live session is only for Q&A, and we just join in for 1 hour to make sure that people have that window available for them to ask the questions. So I might be sitting idle as well, but just to make sure that people have any questions, I should be available here. And we just want to make sure that people have good enough, bandwidth to go ahead and ask the questions. Okay, Rahul says, yep, that means he's doing good. Could you please tell us about ETL testing? ETL is basically the domain where we deal with data warehousing and database data management altogether in simple words. So it's a data warehousing thing basically where we talk about transforming the data, extracting the data, and loading the process uh, into the required infrastructure and databases and all. So the ETL stands for extract, transform, and load. That means I'm getting the data from somewhere, like might be a production instance, and real data being prepared, collected from there. Then, of course, after extraction, there might be a lot of such information which you can't just use for processing it to be used as a testing data. So we basically transform. That means we do data cleansing, data refinery, and sort of thing, which means we are removing the unwanted part of it and only keeping the part which is required for testing. And third is, of course, loading. That means loading into the right tool, right environment where it can be used for testing. So, in simple example, for example, I want to test an application where we have places like airports or customer details like the name, date of birth, the address and whatnot, like your credit card details, could be your phone number, could be your email address and all that. So what if I need some data to do testing, which is like a lot of data which we need to prepare the test cases? Then in case there are certain domains where I cannot go ahead and prepare some random data, I would use production environment, which basically returns me the real-time data. But real-time data may have a lot of unwanted information associated with it. So we do data scrubbing, data cleansing to make sure that we only have the part which we need for testing. For example, in email, I cannot expose the real email of that person. So I would restrict it, like mask it, and then try to use it partially, and then go with that particular feeding. So processing and transforming part is T. And then loading that into the test environment so that it can be used for testing is, of course, loading part, right? So ETL is all that domain of testing where we look forward to prepare the data, transform the data, and load the data, or cleansing, scrubbing, and sort of thing. So put together, it is all about data warehousing and data management, and that is what you call it as ETL testing. Okay, I hope that gives you the outline what exactly you're looking for. If you have any other questions, just let me know. Okay, yeah, I surely recommend this channel. Speaking about API testing, do you have any tips related to structuring and designing the API flow? Um, I think that would be very wide open question, and it's just not that it is limited to certain specific thing. For example, it's not that like you always just design something what you really know. It just depends on, like, depending on how the interconnectivity or how the interfaces are supposed to be done, if it is supposed to be very loosely coupled or highly coupled, and what kind of integrations you want to have. So it certainly talks about the different architectures what you need. For example, microservices, then they do behave in terms of very loosely coupled applications. So it just goes with the need of it, but there could not be any standardization for it, is all I'm trying to say. You have to just design and structure an API according to the need of it. And when you do, sometimes, like when you are working on a domain which you are not sure about, or working on an interface which you are new to, then you look forward to first build the API, see the behavior. If that's not what you're expecting, then you go and refine it. Okay, so again, talking about API is not that straightforward thing. It just goes with the need and expectations of the project and program needs, and accordingly, you do define the set of items. Okay, so I think that is what I would say. And API testing, of course, is more about like getting the requests and responses and performing different sort of activities which are relevant to that, which is like talking about getting, putting, get, put, post, patch, and all sort of thing. So you can try the different request methods, and based on that, you can just check out like how the API is responding to each of these type of requests. And as far as things are working fine, API testing passes. If the response and the response body is not up to the mark, you can always report that as a defect related to API. Okay, I hope that answers your question. If you think there's anything missing there, just let me know. Raul says, okay, so what is data-driven approach? Data-driven approach is basically the a test being executed in different set of data. For example, I want to test login, but I want to try with 100 set of data. Now that 100 set of data is basically supposed to be written 100 times in the script. Traditionally, again, I'm talking about traditional approach. I generally write 3 lines of script. One, enter username as this. Second, enter password as this. Third, and click on login button. Now, if I want to try with 100 set of data, all I would do is like, copy paste this line 100 times and then hard code the value. That's the traditional approach. But when we talk about the data driven approach, we can use just 3 lines but pass 100 set of data. How? Instead of hard coded values at the end in the script, we pass a parameter which will be equated to an Excel sheet column. Okay, so column 1 has the username and column 2 has the password, and I have 100 rows of data. So when it comes to that particular context, it just does the needful in terms of picking up the data and automatically switching the rows as the execution happens. At the end, all the 100 rows will be executed, and once all the execution is just complete, you can always it automatically terminates the execution and stops. So data driven testing is basically all about data driving the test. Okay, so data picks up all the information from the Excel, and then data defines the number of iterations for the script. And not all the tools basically have this approach. Let me tell you, only few tools which are licensed tools have this approach. If you say Selenium has data driven testing, only if the data is driving the test. If you're using a for loop, then data is not driving the test. Okay, it's just a misunderstanding. People are calling it with different naming conventions. It's called as parameterization. Okay, if for loop is reiterating your script, then it is parameterization. But if your data is driving the test without a for loop, then it is data driven testing, because the name says, right, data drives the test. So if data is able to drive things, then that's what you call it as your data driven testing. Okay. Okay, Rahul, I hope that answers your questions. Do you have any questions further? Please feel free to drop them below and I'll take it up from there and respond to you. Any possibility you will launch any courses of yours like API performance testing? I already have a course on API testing on my other channel called as Testing in Nutshell. So let me just drop the link. Okay. But API, yes, I'm going to launch it pretty soon. Okay. Right away. Like right away in the sense like coming up next week, I'm going to start working on my channel. Trust me, I will not be, you know, I'll be very transparent. I've never not worked on this channel for almost an year, and people might have thought like this guy just disappeared. But let me tell you, I'm gonna work on this channel because I got really, really bad feedback that hey, your channel is on the top once again. Like my other channel is also on the top, and if you search on Google and go for X-ray tutorials, you'll find testing in nutshell as the best recommendation, and many other things. Like there are tools which we people don't teach. I always done those tutorials, so people are finding it as one of the best channel again on certain modules, and they are like, where did you disappear? It's been 1 year, you've not uploaded any video and all that. So I thought, let me just take some time out to work on that also. And yes, performance I already have. You can go to the load runner tutorial series. In fact, you just search on Google load runner tutorials, you'll get testing as the first recommendation. My other channel, Testing in Nutshell. And second, API, it will be starting pretty soon, probably by next week or next to next week. I'll be starting working on APIs, Jenkins, and whatnot. Good that people now know me that this guy is something like this. But trust me, when you build an audience, right, it's equally important to maintain them also. Okay, if you don't take care of them, then your fan base basically just gets lost. So it's very important when you build a fan base, you also have to take care of them and think about them. So I literally like only could concentrate on one channel. The time what I got was only for one channel. At least I maintained this channel and consistently prepared videos on this. But maintaining the other channel was little difficult though I started, it also boomed very well. Everyone loved the content over there also. But the point is, maintaining two channels, recording two videos a day was not having enough time for me. So, but yes, I thought like I'll work for my people now. I'll take some time out and I'll not engage myself because trust me, again, getting busy is completely dependent on you, right? Nobody makes you busy. You become busy because of work. You take the work. So I'm looking forward to drop some of my work and take care of my audience as well and build some more good quality content so that people can find, really interesting and good material on our channels. So I'll work on all the three channels. That is testing in nutshell and technical vocabulary also, and along with this TM Square channel, so we can give you the best. Okay, but yeah, good you asked, so that I could share that I'm coming up with great tutorials on different unique tools again. Like I'll be working on first Postman, then also giving you introduction to what is JMeter. Then we'll be talking about Jenkins and GitHub, things like that. So I think I'm just gonna spread the wings and talk about things which are going to be very, very helpful for people. So yeah, look forward to that. All I can say is this. Go ahead, team. We just almost like half past the time for our live session today, but we still have 30 minutes to go from our live session, and we look forward to have the best interaction possible. And let me know if you have any questions, doubts, clarifications, or even the suggestions and recommendation for our channel. We would be more than happy to listen to you and do that for you, right? Don't forget to drop a thumbs up if you are here. And I'm looking forward to have your subscription on the channel as well. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe because that helps YouTube understand the channel is really having a good audience and fan base. So they spread the word, they spread the channel and recommend it to other people. Okay, that's how it works, algorithm. All right, there comes my friend Dinesh. Hi sir, good evening. How are you? It's been an amazing experience to be with you. Thank you so much for your kind guidance, being so humble and generous, blessed being a part of this channel. Thank you so much, Dinesh. Indeed, let me just tell you, team, that we just, made some time when I was in Noida to catch up with Dinesh. And indeed, it was a great pleasure for me because I generally do not spend time with people who are a part of our channel because I don't get time. But somehow I promised few things to people like Dinesh and Rahul. Dinesh, I could meet him, of course, after a long wait, and it was really good time. We could get to see like what people are expecting and how we can help them better. And trust me, it was really a awesome experience sharing some of my knowledge with him, and at the same time, a kind gesture. What he also shown up to catch up with me, and it was really pleasure meeting one of our learners from the channel. And it was good to see you as well, Dinesh. And thank you so much for all the gesture, what you have shown towards the, good work, what we are doing for all the people here. So thank you so much. And it was pleasure meeting you as well. Good to have you on our channel. Rizwan says, hello, Neeraj. Any tips and tricks to pass the ISTQB exam? Of course, why not? The whole thing is all about that. I'm not sure Kirad, Kirad Rizwan. Okay, so Kirad, I'm not sure if you have been through our channel already, and if you have been to our channel, then you must have been through the playlist of ISTQB Foundation. That's one where we talk about the sample questions, and second, we have a whole playlist of sample questions, like almost around 120 questions, which talks about the different parameters in the entire syllabus. Okay, so we would suggest you that you go through that channel as well, and that playlist as well, and that gives you all that what you may need. So just let me drop that playlist, and that playlist only talks about the sample questions related to ISTQB Foundation, and that gives you anything what you may need in order to pass the examination. So here goes the link on the chat. Please make sure that you visit this playlist. It has around 47 videos or something. Yeah, 40 plus. Yes, 47. Exactly. So go through these 47 videos. We have covered 120 questions with all the possible tips and tricks. And trust me, that is all what you need to pass the examination. Again, it's not me who is saying that. It's our audience, like 5 million people who are saying that, not the subscribers, the views. Let me tell you, we just recently completed 5 million views on our channel. That means 5 million people have seen our content. But though we just have 33K subscribers, but we have a great love and support from all the people across the world. And I'm really thankful to all of you that it doesn't matter how many subscribers we have, but people really show their love and care through the views, and that makes sense for me. So thank you so much. So yes, Kiran, and all the very best for your preparation and examinations as well. If you think you have anything else to ask, feel free to drop them on the chat below. Okay, another one coming from it's hi B. Okay, sometimes I find it really a little, you know, tricky, I must say, because they may have another name and channel name or sort of thing. So YouTube displays your name of the channel rather than your name. So sometimes it's a little tricky to pronounce things, and people may feel bad. Hey, why this? But that's your channel name. So uh, sorry about that. But what I can see is what I can call out. Okay, but no problem. Yeah, that's really great. I'll be looking forward to the release of those videos as well. Sure, of course. I know many people have reported to me that why don't you work on these modules also? And I said, it's fantastic. I'll just do that. If you want it, this is what I'm supposed to do. The channel is for you, not for me. I don't have to learn things from my own channel. I have to share my knowledge with people, and I'm certainly looking forward. So please subscribe the other channel, Testing in Nutshell, because that's where we build all the tutorials related to tools. This channel is dedicated to only certifications and concepts of software testing, theoretical, but all the practicals we do on other channel called as Testing in Nutshell, because we just want to keep our audience intact, because not everyone looks for certification and not all certified people look for a tool. So the channel goes in a different direction altogether. So we just wanted to keep it separately, and we look forward to give you the best from at least different portals, but the knowledge comes from the same person. So please be a part of that channel too, and it's gonna be reactivated like right from the next week. Okay, Rahul says, yep, it's very rare when people like you give your precious time for our viewers like us. First of all, I don't have time for myself, and taking time for someone is just more like a commitment. So we always promise you something, then I must fulfill it, because it's like keeping that respect for your audience also, right? Because you keep promising things and don't appear, then it does not make any sense. People think like, hey, this guy is not committed at all to his words. But when you promise something and you fulfill, then it's just like an overwhelming response and delightful experience for the other person also, that hey, I just thought about it and it's just happening in front of me. And that may not be something surprising for me, because I keep meeting a number of people when we do the training, because we are trainers, we keep traveling all the time, keep doing different batches every month. So for us it is not something really new to meet the strangers, but for you it may be like a big time achievement that I could meet the person whom I'm following, or I could meet the person and talk to him, where I always used to talk to this person digitally. Now this person is in front of me. So for you it might be a big thing, and I really understand that, because for me also there are few things which could be a big thing to talk or big thing to meet, right? In that context, I just take everyone else in the same fashion and think like, if I can do something for you, I must do it. That's the most important thing. And it's just that, like, we just have to find some good time to make sure that we fulfill your request as well. Okay, so preparing the tutorial, catching up with you, meeting you is all a part of this journey, where we just want to make sure that our audience has a wonderful experience being a part of this channel and family. Okay, so thank you so much, Rahul, for your valuable feedback. And yes, this live streaming is a part of that as well. Because, of course, I cannot reach every single corner of the world, but at least people can talk to me through this live video at least once a week. And that's sometimes just enough to at least get your doubts clarified or say hello to the person whom you're talking about. Okay, thank you so much for that, Rahul. Yes, team, go ahead if you got anything else, and we'll be really happy to talk about anything else you might be interested in. So do not hesitate. If you got a question, you got a query, please just drop that on the chat below, and I'll pick it up from there and talk about it. Then he says, yeah, for me, it was a very, very big and but huge experience. Very, very big. Yeah. Of course, it's, I could feel that when I was with you and talking with you. So it's almost, similar experience here, because we also get to see a lot of affection, and these affection and love what you show towards us makes us inspired to continue that work. Okay, for example, if we meet someone and we don't have a good experience, we don't feel like meeting anyone, right? That's very normal. But when you meet people and then you see that the people are overexcited to meet you, then you realize, oh my God, I could have done better for many other people. I could have catch up with different people and they could be really happy to see me or have a word with me. Probably having a dinner with me could be really awesome. So I'm really happy that we had a similar experience, and I shall look forward to catch up with people as much as possible. Uh, Wherever we travel, we would announce. Generally, we keep it posted. It's just that people see those posts after some time. Okay, when I've completed my trip and come back. So always stay tuned, team. Okay. All I would say is follow me on YouTube, follow me on LinkedIn. These are just the two places. If you follow me these two places, you will get all the notifications what I'm up to, so that we can always catch up. Because you never know I'm in your city and you wanted to catch up with me. Okay. So subscribe the channel for that at least, because whenever I create a community post, you only get notification when you have subscribed to the channel. Okay. Otherwise, you don't see that. Okay, so Rahul Gol says how to move from QA to SDET. Upgrade yourself, learn on the architectures, programmings, etc. Because a software development engineer in testing or test is basically a person who knows end-to-end process. Okay, so in that context, we say you have understanding of what is design, you have understanding of what is programming, you have understanding of other activities which happens in the project. So given that you know the DevOps concept, given you know what is database, you know what is programming, that makes you a software development engineer in test. Though your responsibility will be to test, but you will be more of like a full stack tester. Okay, full stack tester in the sense you know what is design, development, DevOps, the tools what are being used, and testing at the same time. Okay, so if you can upgrade yourself to these other remaining concepts, you can move into this designation or basically this role. So it's not that like today it doesn't, it is just something very different. It's just that, but just to make a little the position little fancy, we have started calling the QAs as SDET, which is software development engineering test. Okay, but earlier the thing was that testers not necessarily need to know the design and development part, but now the trend is that even a tester has to know the development and testing part, because you're working in agile methodology. When working in agile, every single person should know what exactly is happening. So that's what we need. Okay, so yeah, go ahead. If you got anything else, I'm here to respond and assist, and I would be looking forward to your queries to help you understand better. Got around almost 20 minutes from this live session. Please make the most out of this channel and this live session. All we want to say is that. Sure, you're welcome, Rahul. Hello, Arif. How are you doing today? Good to know. Go ahead. If you got any questions, do not hesitate, team. This live session is exclusively for our audience to interact with me, ask any type of questions, including the content, or if you'd like to know anything about your career and growth ahead. Feel free to drop your queries on the chat box and I will pick it up from there and talk about it. Just let us know whatever you have. Pramod is here. Pramod says, hello, sir. I'm very happy to say that I've cracked ISTQB Agile Foundation level. Your videos were very helpful. Thank you so much. I think I've been waiting for this news for a long time, Pramod. And finally, I could see that now. So, congratulations on the success. I'm really happy to see that you have been preparing on multiple certifications, one after the other, from this channel. And uh, indeed, I'm very happy from my side that people are consistent to our channel and looking forward to prepare well for their certifications and add a lot of value towards their preparation. So I'm grateful that I could do something for you. My videos were helpful in your preparation, and we look forward to keep working similarly to make sure that everyone else also gets the similar kind of response from the channel. And congratulations once again on the success. And we wish you all the best for all your future endeavors. And look forward to see if there is anything else we can do for you. Okay. So feel free to get in touch and have any questions, just drop them below. I would be more than happy to answer that. So congratulations. And once again, wish you all the very best in all your future endeavors. Arif says, my query is if we are validating from source to stage, from stage to target, it is necessary to validate from source to target. Mm, source to stage and stage to target, then is it necessary to validate? Yes, of course. Why not? Because see, testing something in two different parts are totally independent. For example, I might be testing things like, can I search an order and get the list of flights? Then second, can I make a payment and get the itinerary? Right? Just relate this to booking a flight. I'm searching something and getting a list of available flight is my one part. Then second part is if I have a selected option, I can go ahead and make the payment and get the itinerary, whether payment part is working or not. Then combining it together and booking the whole flight experience, right from the page one to the page last, is always a good practice. But trust me, that's not going to consume a lot of your effort because it's just going to be a one stretch work. But you would also know that if things connected together have introduced any regression. Why it is important to do that? Because you never know what kind of program, what kind of code can conflict with another program. It might be possible that searching and getting the list of flight could be working fine independently. Making a payment and getting itinerary could be working fine independently. But the moment we put them together, it might be a possibility that things are not working fine. So in that context, it is very important to do a small check, at least few test cases, respectively, for source to target as well. And that is the whole business use case, right? So you don't really have to deep dive. You don't have to create concrete level and number of test cases. Just high level use cases would also do. And performing that would just satisfy your need and make you double confident that even as a single application or whole process, it is working absolutely fine. So it's a part of testing and we must do it. There is no chance that we can ignore that. Okay. I hope that answers your question. Let me know if you have anything else. Okay, Rahul says, I asked all my questions. Any experience of yours that might you want to talk about might help to learn. Okay. So again, I may have a lot of things. It's just that like if I have to talk about something, I cannot just talk pretty straightforward like that. Like, let me pick up something and talk about it. So it totally depends on what are your experiences and what is that you might be looking forward to. When you talk about a context, we come up with discussion, we come up with our experiences. So I think I'll certainly do this along with the live questions. I would see when we have gap or when we have time. I would prepare in advance that what topic to talk about, but again, if I start talking about some topics, then I may consume 10 to 15 minutes about it. And that may keep the people question on hold because this live session has a practice, okay, established that people come here, ask the questions, and disappear. Okay. This is what our live session is all about. People don't stay for the entire session sometimes. Some people do stay, like people like Dinesh and Rahul, Pramod, and all. They sometimes stay for a long time, but many people generally have the context of like jumping, asking a question, and getting clarified. That's it. Even I don't expect you to stay here for a long time, but again, the point being made here is people may be on hold, saying that, hey, could you just answer my question so that I can continue with my work? Everyone has their own commitment, and we respect that. Just because of that, I don't get into a very long discussions or long topics which keep a lot of questions on hold because you are important for me in this session and I have some specific priority. But given this request, I would say when we don't have anything to talk about, like there are no questions, then I think I should take it up and talk about some of my short experience to add as a case study, which would certainly help you. But for that, I'll just keep handy some small topics or some small experiences from my past, which would basically make you more stronger to get some understanding about testing and a lot many other things. So sure, I should look forward to that and do it. Yeah, I totally understand your point because it's always good to learn from somebody's experience and gain better understanding about a context. So I totally get your point, and I think I shall do something for it. Okay. Hero C14. What is that? He says he or she, I'm not sure. How long should study for TAE certification compared to Foundation or Agile? I think compared to Foundation and Agile, TA is a little stronger and complicated syllabus. In fact, that comes as a part of advanced level. Okay. Later, they transformed it into the specialist category. Earlier, it was a part of advanced level in the specialist category also. So, two certifications which are in advanced level of specialist, that is test automation engineer, and second is security tester. Okay. And they both need a good preparation. So, I would say in order to prepare for this certification, you would need 1.5 to 2 times the effort of what you had in foundation or agile. In fact, Agile is very small. Let me tell you, it just has 3 chapters. Very small topic. Compared to Foundation, I'm talking about where Foundation has 6 chapters and the content what it has. I would say the dedication, the effort, and amount of time which you have to spend for TAE, which is Test Automation Engineer, would be almost double of the Foundation. Okay, so please take your time. Do not rush because rushing through would not help you. Okay, you might be skipping things or you might be correlating things, and that would certainly become a challenge. So I would suggest you very strongly that take your enough time, go through each and every topic until unless you feel that you are confident about it. Do not skip or move to the next one. Okay, so just make sure that you have spent all that time with comfort what you really needed to understand, and you can recall it, you can answer a question related to it, then move to the next topic. And it would need time, trust me. These two topics, that is test automation engineer and security tester, are not the easy ones. Okay, they are just basically part of advanced. Goel says, yep, love to know about it. Thank you so much. Thank you. That's incredibly helpful. Uh, Helpful to consider. Will definitely take more time. Congratulations on that understanding, first of all, and thank you so much for your feedback. It certainly makes us understand that people are clear with what we are talking about. And all the very best with your preparation. And do let me know if you have any questions any further. We are here to answer. And team, again, just to remind everyone, many people don't even know that I come live every Saturday. So just for everyone watching this video and live session, that we connect every Saturday between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Unfortunately, sometime when I'm traveling or when I'm not on ground, that means traveling here and there, I cannot just make it happen, but very rarely, like maybe once in a 6 month, this may happen. But we just try to make sure that no matter where we are, even in other places, other countries, we just try to make sure that we connect live with you and at least look forward to respond to your queries. Do not forget to drop thumbs up, and we keep sharing a lot of things on our channel. So do subscribe to the channel, and we look forward to help you as much as possible. But in order to let you know that we are helping you, you need to get notifications, and you will not receive notifications until unless you're subscribed to the channel. So just to do that, just to get notified about new things what we are doing, do subscribe to the channel. And of course, you can get connected with me on LinkedIn. You can always reach out to me through LinkedIn also during the week, and I would be more than happy to assist you there as well. Just make sure that you have a link of my LinkedIn ID in the description. Open that, send me a connection request, and I'll be there with you. Okay, I can support you offline as well. Rao says, I think ISTQB, we must have very good clarity. Don't you think they try to trick you in the examination? Of course, that's their job, because the whole objective in the examination is to make sure that they test you from all the angles. Okay, they're not just worried about the content, they're also worried about your attention, the professionalism what you have towards any context. So they try to check all your assets 360-degree, and they try to make sure that this guy, once getting certified, he really deserves to have that certification. So it's not about by hearting things. That's the reason by hearting doesn't work in ISTQB, because in ISTQB it's all about understanding a context and then getting into the right output. Okay, so just have a look on that, and that would help you to do the needful whatever you have. All right, so we got another 5 minutes to go from this live session. If you have anything else to talk about, feel free to let me know. I'm all here to respond to your queries. And not only just you have questions, if you think you have suggestions, recommendations to make this channel better or give you better outputs, do not hesitate to share that as well. And if you're happy with the channel, do not forget to drop a like because that helps YouTube understand that this channel is doing really better and they further recommend it to many other people. Go ahead, team. You have another 5 minutes to go from this live session, and we would be really happy to assist you as much as possible. So drop your queries. If there are no questions, no problem. I'll just see if there are any questions, and then we will wind up our day. Paul says, I think Agile is kind of famous nowadays. Any possibility for any other model in near future which might be better than Agile? I think there may not be possibility of a new methodology pretty soon, but it might be possible that there is no methodology. Okay, because people have become so flexible these days that all they believe is getting the work done, whether it follows a process, does it have a plan, and all that. So trend is totally different. The young mindset which is coming up next, they say that, boss, you need the solution or you need the process. Then of course the organization says, I need the solution. Then don't care about like how do I do it. Let me just do it. That's it. So it may be possible that you may not have any process. You will just have code of ethics which you might be required to follow within a project, but you may not have any kind of process, is what I believe, because there is no place for one. Agile has ruined it to that extent. One way, positive side of ruining, not negative side of ruining. It's not spoiled it, but spoiled it in such a way that there is no need of a process. You may just have a stand up call and people will just work at their comfort to make sure that the solution is actually in place rather than saying that, are we doing it according to the plan or schedule or not? But yes, there would be monitoring process which will be always there in place. So monitoring will become more stronger than the planning. Okay. So plan has nothing to do with now because how often do you really stick to the plan? You always get deviated. So I don't think there will be a room for a process. There will be a room for someone managing the process, but there will be a person who will be monitoring and defining the control actions because you know a person without a horse without a rider can just go wherever he wants. A rider on the horse is required to direct him that where exactly you want to go and make him ride according to that. So that rider would be always required, the monitoring and control part, and at least to make sure that we are taking status update from you, having a kind of support provided to you, but there may not be need of a methodology at all, is what I strongly feel. Okay, but again, we can't make any comments at this point of time because given that people come up with something more relevant and justify that agile is useful, then maybe agile will have further improvement, like next level of scrum. But trust me, in my case, I would say process do not stand good any longer. Okay, process is no longer beneficial at as per the current trends. Yep, sure. Okay, anyone else has any other thing? We're just coming closer to the end of the day. And just want to make sure that if there are any final questions, which we can take up. All right, then. So that's where we hit 1 hour of our live session. And indeed, it was a great time interacting with all of you, listening to your queries and responding back to you. It's always a equal pleasure for me to listen to our audience, interact with the audience, and sometime getting some good news that you successfully completed the certifications, certain feedbacks which helps us to keep our mood very motivated throughout the week, and come back again next Saturday to listen to you and assist you. So thank you once again for all of you for being a part of this live session. Indeed, without your participation, this live session cannot be successful. So thank you so much for making your presence and dropping your comments to count it in the value added part of our live session. So, as usual, that's all from this particular live session team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for being a part of this live session team, and happy learning. Thank you, team. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next Saturday. Till then, happy learning. Take care. Bye bye.